guys, welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing on their end? And today, guys, we're going to check out a video revolving around Ben 10. I'm a big Ben 10 fan. The old Ben 10, you know, leading up from Ben 10 to Omniverse and, you know, all the ones in between. We saw them grow up. When they rebooted the series, I was done. Like, stupid. They didn't need to reboot it. Anyway, it's called Top 10 Times Ben 10 Characters Went Beast Mode. This is by WatchMojo, and hope you guys enjoyed. I probably will leave out the last part, so if you want to see that, link in the description down below. Let's enjoy. Here we go. Now,
Ben, you promised we'd try it my way first.
Ultimate Alien was great.
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times Ben 10 characters went berserk.
He's pure evil!
He's all I've got!
Soon, even that old field body will be gone.
For this list, we'll be looking at the moments from the Ben 10 franchise where both heroes and villains were overwhelmed by intense rage, their own power, or performed extreme actions to accomplish their goals. Are there any moments when a Ben 10 character went off the rails that you think deserves a spot on this list? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Heat Blast Tantrum. Ben 10.
No way!
What do you get when you mix aliens, an evil sorcerer, and magic water? A whole lot of trouble.
With control of the water,
Oh.
I shall become immortal!
After exposure to water from the legendary Fountain of Youth turns Ben and his aliens into toddlers, he's unable to match the power of a rejuvenated Hex.
This is not
Hexmaster.
All hope seems lost until Gwen decides to use Ben's toddler personality to their advantage.
Even if you went Heat Blast to melt Hex, he'd just blow you out like you were a birthday candle.
With the power of reverse psychology, Gwen tricks Heat Blast into throwing a tantrum, causing the young Pyronite to unleash a miniature supernova, blowing up the fountain and Hex's evil plan along with it. Number 9. Cash Murray gets assimilated.
Oh yeah, I love this episode. This was
While
great.
Ben has matured a great deal,
When he became Chroma
the
Stone.
same can't be said for his former bullies, Cash and JT.
It's ridiculous. Could you at least try being original for a change?
After Ben calls out and humiliates them, Cash and JT take out their frustration on Kevin's car.
Dude, that's hardcore.
In the process, they steal dangerous alien technology, which soon fixes itself onto Cash, making him both stronger and more violent.
You don't have to worry, Levin. This isn't about you.
After beating Kevin, Cash's thirst for revenge goes too far when he threatens innocent civilians, including his friend JT.
Yeah, this was a good
forcing Ben
episode.
to
I love
step
this
in and
episode.
Stop him.
You guys thought I was so funny? Who's laughing now?
While Cash's rampage is eventually stopped before any permanent harm is done, the experience shows just how easily such behavior can get out of hand.
And the thing was, as dangerous as it looked.
Real. Number 7. Phil Billings' Inner Monster. Ben 10 Omniverse.
Hey, ugly, we were just talking about you.
Grandpa Max may be an ideal role model, but the same can't be said for his former partner Phil.
You always were too smart.
Oh yeah, his grandpa's.
While Max is selfless
Former
and
partner,
heroic,
yeah.
Phil is a selfish individual who is even willing to betray his own comrade for personal gain. After spending years trapped in the null void, Phil returns an even bigger threat than before.
Max! Help!
Following a failed experiment involving the Nematrix, Phil acquires the power to transform into an alien predator hybrid. Along with an insatiable hunger for electricity, Phil also becomes more violent and ruthless, to the point where he claims that there is nothing left of his former humanity.
Soon, even that old field body will be gone.
Number 6. Ben Tennyson and Rex Salazar vs. Alpha. Ben 10 Generator Rex, Heroes United.
I love this crossover. This was a great crossover.
You know a villain is dangerous when it requires the greatest heroes from two different universes to defeat them. The Alpha Nanite is one such villain.
Power to change life.
Ben 10 and Generator Rex.
What foolishness to give my brothers such a command.
After escaping from the Null Void and causing mass chaos, Ben and Rex Salazar confront Alpha for one final battle. Along with absorbing millions of nanites, Alpha steals power from the Ultimatrix, allowing him to transform into a variety of nightmarish forms.
Your machine is most interesting. Perhaps within I can find a suitable host.
If that wasn't bad enough, Alpha's rampage soon reaches cataclysmic levels after it absorbs Rex's Omega Nanite, turning it into an even bigger monster capable of destroying the world.
The Omega Nanite is mine.
I miss Generator Rex.
Ben 10,000.
Ben 10,000. See, this is where I thought the show was gonna go. With an older Ben 10.
Grows up to become one of the universe's
This one, he
strongest
fucks the
heroes,
shit out
and results
of
in a more
Kevin
dangerous
11.
rogues gallery. In one alternate future, Ben faces his old nemesis, Kevin 11, who returns more powerful and more twisted than ever before.
With all that time in the Null Void, I was able to absorb a few tricks.
When Kevin's strength proves too much for Ben to handle, Ben's son Ken and Kevin's son Devlin try to help.
Dad, stop! You proved you're the best. You can go now.
Though noble, their efforts prove to be in vain, as Kevin easily defeats them. Unfortunately for
Ben
Kevin,
just
this also has
goes
the effect of
way
infuriating
big.
Ben. With his second win, Ben unleashes his rage onto Kevin with the father of all beatdowns. Number 4.
That was
the
so
Nalgian
great. I
destructor,
ain't gonna lie, that
Ben
was-
10 Alien Force.
Careful, Ben.
It's hard enough to defeat advanced alien tech that imitates any action you make, but when you add the Riedel brothers into the
Oh
mix,
God, the
you get a
Riedel brothers.
recipe
They
for
were funny.
disaster.
It appears that you've got something that belongs to us.
After stealing a device known as the Nalgian destructor, the Riedel's violent actions cause the device to get a taste for destruction, causing it to go on a rampage in downtown Bellwood. However, what's probably more surprising is the fact that the device is not actually a weapon, but rather a children's toy.
We were on an afternoon excursion to the lower dimensions.
How crazy was
and
that?
she must have dropped it out of her carriage.
If a toy was capable of causing so much damage, one can only imagine what a true Nalgian weapon can do.
This toy is clearly marked, not for children under 3 million years old.
Number 3, the Ultimates Rebel, Ben 10 Ultimate Alien.
Oh yeah, this was I remember this episode. This is when the ultimate
Although the
forms
Ultimatrix is one of the most
started
powerful
rebelling
inventions
against Ben.
ever created, it's far from perfect. In fact, one of its biggest flaws almost causes Ben's demise.
Ben, calm down.
Name's not
I remember that.
When Ben starts acting crazy after transforming into Ultimate Humongosaur, he's pulled into the Ultimatrix where he discovers that his ultimate forms are actually alive. What's even worse is that the Ultimates believe Ben has imprisoned them, and that the only way to free themselves is to destroy him.
You can't control us. Not ever again.
Although he attempts to reason with them, Ben is unable to quell the Ultimates' rage. It isn't until he sacrifices himself that Ben finally frees the Ultimates from both their prison and their hatred.
This was a good episode. See how good the show was getting, and then they
Number
rebooted.
2, Jennifer Nocturn loses it. Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. Once a great hero, Captain Nemesis's jealousy of Ben causes him to fall from grace after he kidnaps Ben's girlfriend Julie, along with actress Jennifer Nocturn.
Do you have the gauntlet?
I found it right where you said.
Good girl.
However, rather than feel threatened by Nemesis, Jennifer ends up falling for him, and not in a good way. Suffering from Stockholm Syndrome, Jennifer's obsession with Nemesis reaches its peak after she helps him to escape from prison so that he can get revenge on Ben. As a result of her actions, Nemesis goes too far.
Your time is up.
All the while, Jennifer's morals worsen to the point where she not only attacks and injures Ben, but is even willing to take his life.
He's pure evil.
He's all I've got.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. It Should Have Been Me, Ben 10, Secret of the Omnitrix.
She sacrificed herself to save me. Should have been me. Should have been me.
Four arms.
Ghost Freak's Influence, Ben
Oh yeah, Ghost Freak was a great villain.
I've never seen Ben so vicious.
You're trashing the whole gym! Are you trying to ruin my chances of getting accepted here? Ben, answer!
Ben's not here.
Wrath goes into the belly of the beast, Ben 10, Alien Force.
Eating
Let me tell you something. Raph was fun. Raph was fun.
Kyber goes berserk. Ben 10 Omniverse. Deca eats meat. Ben 10 Alien Force.
For our species, eating meat is bad.
Yeah, very bad.
How bad we talking here?
Very bad. Think Gremlins, just on a different level. Alright, so we're going to end it right there. If you want to see number 1, link in the description down below. Guys, like I said before, Ben 10 was such a great show. Man of Action and all of them just did a great job with that franchise. To me, there was no need to reboot the franchise. They should have kept it going till Ben became an adult and he had his own son. So we could have seen just how powerful and great Ben got over the years. Him and Gwen and Kevin and all of them. But I was loving all of them up until, like I said, once, you know, they rebooted the franchise, I was like, suck, man. You know? But yeah, these were great moments of seeing sometime where, you know, Ben flips out or the villain flips out. I remember that episode where we had Ben 10,000 and Kevin hurt his son and even Ben's son, and Ben just flipped. He turned to way big and he just started wailing on. So imagine Giant Man or Ant-Man going big, going 60 feet tall, and just wailing on you, and you're still small. You know, that's how way big was with. Yeah, that's how way big was with Kevin in that episode. The episode with Ben's old bullies, Cash, and I love that episode because that was when Ben turned into Chroma Stone, and he was just letting Cash throw him around, and he's just like, you can't beat me, Cash. Like, and it was true because Chromosome basically absorbs kinetic energy and everything like that, and no problem. So he was just taking it. He's just like, okay, what you got? And it was so good. That I love that episode. That episode also proved like sometimes you just gotta, you look at you growing up and your bullies are still acting the same way. It just proves like sometimes who's grown up and who's still stuck in their old ways. You know, that was a good episode. This was a good list. WatchMojo, sometimes their lists be kind of really weird, but this was actually a really good list of showcasing Ben 10 at its finest. I miss this Ben 10. I miss this stuff. I miss the episodes where we saw Ben and Gwen and Kevin growing up and exploring more of their legacy. Like, for example, we started, like, a good example was that Gwen, it was first like Gwen her powers was coming from magic. That's how it was played off. It was magic, but then we find out, well, no, she has alien DNA in her. She's kind of half alien. Like, her parents, one of her parents is half alien, and her grandma is a powerful version of that, and it was really cool. So yeah, this was good. This is fun. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If there's any Ben 10 fans out there, please tell me in the comment section below. What did you think about these lists? Because I enjoyed every last one of these. And shout outs to Generator Rex, because I do miss that series too. And I love that crossover that Ben and Generator Rex had. That was a really, and shouts out to Cartoon Network, because they advertised that well. And if I'm not mistaken, the crossover did well, number wise as well.